Hey yo, what's up? This is Levi. I'm gonna be making videos here in these next couple weeks about feeding my reptiles and showing them. I have a milk snake, which is about a couple weeks. It's still a little hatchling. It's an albino milk snake, and it looks pretty cool. I also have I have a crested gecko, um, and she's a really pretty girl. She's very nice, and actually we're gonna go take a look at her right now. I just currently fed her, so she's kind of a little more docile and not as jumpy as she usually will be. So this is her right now. She's really cute. She's a couple months old too. And these guys are typically just very calm. They're very jumpy when they're little, but other than that, they don't do much. They chill out. They like to be in a very tall environment where they like to climb, and they like to just keep to themselves. I wouldn't recommend keeping a couple of these guys together, but they do fairly good in groups. For right now, it's just her, and her name is Godzilla, and her diet consists of gecko food, which has bananas, fruits, and other sort of vitamins, and also mealworms, crickets, all that sort of stuff. But that's just mostly for a snack. But she's really cool, and she's gonna grow up to be about 5 to 6 inches long. That's just the body. The tail, it's its own plus the tail, so it's gonna be quite around 8 to 7 inches. One thing about these guys is that you do have to be careful with their tails, because they will lose their tails very quickly. So if you're trying to grab them, and they don't want to be grabbed and they run away from you, I recommend that you just kind of back off a little bit, and otherwise it will lose its tail to try to get away from you. But other than that, these guys are very calm. This one, my crested gecko, she's very calm. She's used to me and my girlfriend, so she likes it to be picked up. Every gecko is a little different, but other than that, she's really just a sweetheart. And like I said, I just fed her, so she's feeling a little sluggish. So here in a little bit, will try to make another video of me feeding my snake. I got my milk snake today, and I still don't know the sex of it yet, but it's a very fun snake. It's taking me a minute to get used to him, because I really don't like snakes, but I bought this one because it's for if you're a beginner, and a milk snake or a corn snake will be, any type of king snake actually will be kind of good for you. But I'm just starting out with the snakes. In the future, I will want to have a bit more reptiles. I plan on getting a frog. I'm planning on getting my girlfriend a ocelotto. So yeah, I have a couple betta fish, a couple hermit crabs, which are actually in the background playing around. So other than that, yeah, these are my fun little guys, and I will show you when I feed my snake if I can. So peace out, and thanks. So this is my milk snake. She's an albino milk snake, so she's very pretty girl. Like I said, she's just a couple weeks old, and there's her mouse that I just fed her. So she's very cute. She's about, I'd say maybe a foot and a half right now. So she's still fairly young. She still has a lot to grow. And this guy cost me about $70. So, milk snakes are very cheap type of king snake. They go anywhere from 60. I think the most expensive milk snake that I've seen goes about $100. So right now it's just sniffing its prey, making sure that the mouse is dead before it begins to consume it. So these guys typically eat anywhere from it's recommended that you feed these guys once a week, and they do eat live bait. As you can see right there, it'll start to consume it. It's starting to bite it. So yeah, these guys eat once a week, and they do eat live bait. I don't recommend using live bait. You can. I'm not against it at all. The reason I don't do it is because once you feed them live bait, that is all they will eat. And if as they get bigger, you will have to buy bigger mice, which can potentially harm your snake. So mice or whatever you choose to feed these guys have to defend themselves as they would in the wild. So, it could potentially harm the snake, and it can be very bad. So I don't recommend that at all, one bit. So yeah, these frozen mice, they're about for one of them, they go from like $2. I think they're at $2 at PetSmart. So I will be doing frozen mice for a while. But other than that, yeah, there you go. It's starting to say, hey, why are you just laying there? I don't know if you can see in the coloration, it doesn't have any black, so it has all its pigment is gone. There you go, buddy. Happy lunchtime. It's not recommended that you touch these guys while they're trying to eat because they get very grumpy. Mine hasn't been fed for a couple weeks since I bought it, so it's very hungry, so it's about time. I was gonna wait another week until it got used to its habitat for me to feed it, but I think she's hungry. She's been kind of moody today. I tried to grab her for a bit and she wasn't having it, so I'm pretty sure it's a female. I might be wrong on that. It's kind of just dragging its meal away. It's gonna take its time. So, pretty cute little snakes. I'm very excited about this one. I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna keep it, but I kind of made up my mind and I decided I want to keep it. I'm not a snake person, and the reason I bought the snake was to try to get over my fear of snakes and seeing how cute this guy is. It's pretty cool. So maybe tomorrow when my crested gecko needs to feed, I'll probably make a video on that too. But for now, it's just this guy making a meal.